Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Just before I begin, Honorable Speaker, I must admit that the witness is my classmate. Nevertheless, I'll proceed to do the cross-examination. Mr. Munene.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Please confirm to this House that you are not in charge of County Public Service Board.
County Public Service Board is an autonomous body at the county government.
Very good. It's an autonomous body in the county government.
Yes, established under the County Government Act.
Meaning it's an independent government, or arm of a government. Sorry, dependent organ of a government, county government.
Yes.
Please confirm that matters employment falls within the realm of the County Public Service Board. Matters employment in the county government of Meru.
Matters recruitment. Matters employment fall both in terms of employees under the public service and also the County Public Service Board when it comes to recruitment.
Well, please confirm again that there's a specific spokesperson of the County Public Service Board other than yourself.
The County Public Service Board has established it as a secretary who is also
who
the
is
CEO
the spokesperson,
of the board.
CEO and the spokesperson of the board.
The Act does not say that he's a spokesperson, but I know he's a secretary and the CEO.
In other words, can you speak on behalf of the board?
No.
No. You have made an allegation that the payment of one Dr. Toiti, Kenneth Kimathi, Paul Mwaki was done in accordance with the court order. Is that so? You still
Yes.
making the same argument?
Yes, I do.
I want to refer you to the letters that sent the stated persons on compulsory leave. Are you there?
Which page are you referring to?
This page 336 of the County Assembly, Volume 2. Are you there? Kindly mindful of time.
Yes, I am.
Please read the second sentence, beginning with while on compulsory leave.
While on compulsory leave,
Yes.
you will be entitled to your full salary
Yes.
and other benefits that go
With your
with your contract.
Very well.
Yes.
That means this letter is dated when?
6th of September 2022.
6th of September 2022. Written by who? Is it the county secretary?
It is signed by Rufus Meriti.
What is the designation of that particular person?
Used to be a county secretary and head
Was
of public service.
While on compulsory leave, you'll be entitled to your full salary and other benefit that goes with your contract. That's all? Please confirm that the court order dated 7th of October 2022 did not order the county government to pay salaries. Please confirm that particular court order. You can refer to it in where is it? The court order of 7th of October 2022.
It's on which page?
For page 418. Sorry, 416, sorry, my apologies. Does it make reference to salaries?
For which volume?
It can be shown by my colleague. Page 416 of the Governance Bado. Sorry, on the County Assembly Bado. Does it speak of, does it order the county secretary as well as the county governor to pay the petitioners their salaries? Please, mindful of time.
Okay, the order issues conservatory orders.
Does it order you to pay, does it order the governor to pay salaries as well as salaries? Does it speak of a salary in that? The order number 1. It is.
Yes, the interpretation of that order indicates that salaries should be paid.
Where specifically?
By restraining the respondents, whether by themselves, their offices, or their servants or agents whatsoever, from implementing the impugned decisions contained in the letters.
Where does the letter that we read is so express on payment of salaries? This particular one, does it speak of salaries payment?
This particular order freezes the letter on compulsory leave.
Does not talk on salaries. It is a factual.
No, a subsequent one talks on salary.
No, not this one. We are going to the.
Not this one that you're talking about.
This one does not order you to pay the salaries.
No, but there is a subsequent one in the same matter, which you appear for the petitioners.
Do you still want to maintain that you are verment that you are ordered by the court to pay salaries?
Yes, I still maintain that.
In accordance to?
In accordance to the court order.
Court order dated?
Let me take you there.
Court order dated? Kindly, mindful of time again?
Yes. The court order dated.
I'm only interested with the date. Dated when?
You're interested with the payment of salaries.
No, what is the date of that court order? What is the date of that court order?
19th October 2023.
19th October 2023, a year later. Confirm it's a year later. The other one is dated 7th of October 2022. That is a court order that came a year later. True
that wants to confirm whether they are being paid their salaries.
Yes, please confirm whether it's a year later. I want to refer you to page number 34 of the County Assembly Bill, volume 2. Pages 34, sorry. It's a copy of the payslip. Are you there?
Page
34 of our Bill.
Yes.
The payslip is dated March 2023.
Yes, it's for the salary of 2023 March.
March.
Yes.
Very well. Now I want you to the final question. The very final honorable speaker. Whose responsibility is it to employ on acting capacities?
Sorry?
Whose responsibility is it to employ on acting capacities? Is it the County Public Service Board?
No, the County Public Service Board does not have that responsibility to employ on acting capacity.
Yes. Who has that responsibility?
The County Public Service Board can only employ in acting capacity where it has the responsibilities of employing those other, filling that position in substantive.
I am asking a simple question. Matters employment, whether in acting or substantive capacity, whose responsibility is that? In other words, I can refer you to section 59(1)(b) of the County Government Act.
I know section 64 also explains further that a public officer can employ in acting capacity, deployment, or designation.
Honorable Speaker, could I have just 2 minutes to wind up? My apologies. Just 2 minutes. I don't want to act outside the timelines. But I could have just.
Okay, you have 2 minutes to conclude.
Very well. Thank you. I want to refer you to your letter, signed by yourself on page 347 of your bundle. Of your index. (347), quickly, please. Dated 9th of March 2023.
Yes, I am there.
347.
Yes, I am there.
Who is that individual that you are appointing to act in an active capacity as Director of External Partnership?
I am deploying.
You are deploying?
Yes.
To act from where to where?
I'm deploying
from?
To the Directorate of External Partnership Still within the,
From where to where?
not from where to where, because it's still within that
It's
department.
very clear, from office administrator, office of the deputy governor, to director, directorate of external.
Partnership affairs.
Is that true?
Yes.
Did you have the powers to do that in accordance to section 59 1B of the County Public Service Board?
In accordance to section 64, I hand the powers to.
When you are doing this particular responsibility,
Yes.
were you not acting under the directions of the governor?
No, I was acting as the acting county secretary and head of public service when we did not have that, when that position had not been filled.
You are deploying this person specifically to the office of the governor. True or not true?
That person was still in the office of the governor as an administrator to the deputy governor.
I'll make reference to one Edwin Murangeri, Kenneth Mweti Riongo, Gitobun Kanata, who are acting chief officers. Were these particular persons chief officers of substantive departments before they were deployed to act in those respective capacities?
Which one, sir?
I will refer you to pages 295 of volume 2. Are you there?
The county assembly's document?
Yes, page 295.
Yes, I am.
Please read item number 6 on Elijah Kimathi Ntojera. Just after the word food security, read the next.
To move from the Department of Trade, Tourism and Cooperatives to Department of Agriculture and Food Security as the acting chief officer.
As acting chief officer.
Yes.
Please also read number 3, Kobia Faith Kadure.
To move to Department of Economic Planning and ICT to perform the functions.
Now, very last, in acting capacity again. Very last, read number 12, Kenneth Mweti Riongo. Very last.
To move from Department of Legal Affairs, Public Service Management and Administration to Department of Trade and Cooperatives to perform the functions of the chief officer trained.
In number 12, is there a reference to in acting capacity? Number 12, that Kenneth Mweti Riongo.
No, because it's a deployment.
Is there a reference to acting capacity?
There is no, because it's a deployment.
There is no, I take that.
Yes.
Did this particular person go through the...
Council, your time is up.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Council for Governor, would you wish to re-examine?
Mr. Speaker,
Council,
sir,
how much time?
I will take 5 minutes or less.
Good.
Now, I have a few questions for you, Mr. Dickson Munene. And one of the questions is about your status in the county government. You have told this House in cross-examination that you were the county secretary or acting county secretary, or that you were holding on to more than one docket. Can you explain that in detail and the circumstances under which that happened?
Okay. When on 30th September of 2022, the governor nominated myself together with 9 others for appointment as CECs. And the list was forwarded to the assembly. Only 3 of us were approved. And on 2nd of November 2022, when we assumed office as a CCM, Legal Affairs and Public Service Management and Administration, it effectively meant that the term of the other CCs had lapsed. And then the governor had to reorganize the executive in such a way that I had to own some position in acting capacity. When we came here for the impeachment motion last year on December, there's an issue that arose that the position of the county secretary are not being properly filled. And the governor, there was a recommendation that the position of the county secretary should be properly filled. That is through advertisement and recruitment and approval by the assembly, the county assembly. So the process began, and thereafter I was given the position to act as the acting county secretary and head of public service, while still owning my substantive position of the CCM, Legal Affairs and Public Service Management.
Okay, so it's that context that you have given this testimony?
Yes, it is.
Now, who are said to have embezzled funds from the county? Are they county officials or other citizens?
Sorry?
Who are said to have embezzled the funds? Who are claimed to have embezzled funds? In terms of designation, or is it correct to say that these are public officials who are attached to the county? Is that correct? That's allegation.
Yes.
And these are under your docket, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
So that it is in that capacity that you are giving your testimony today?
Yes, because these are officers that are under public service.
My good friend, Mr. Thiankolu, made reference to the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act and the issues of incurring expenditure prior. What is your explanation about that?
Okay, thank you. I'm referring to it.
Or
He
let me
referred
put it
to
more directly,
yes.
Is it unlawful for a prepayment to be made? That is the submission.
It is not unlawful for a prepayment to be made,
yes,
because the regulations that he referred to, if you go to Regulation 91 of the Public Finance Management Regulations of 2015, Regulation 91, Regulation 1 states that for the purposes of this subpart, an interest is a form of cash advance, which is a prepayment, or a float which the accounting officer may authorize to be issued to officers who in the course of duty are required to make payments which cannot conveniently be made through the cash office of a government entity or bank account. So this is where prepayments comes in.
Okay, so that is a legal basis for prepayments.
Yes.
Who is the accounting officer or the AIE holder in the office of the governor?
I indicated there is a chief officer. Initially, there used to be a chief of staff.
Are there mechanisms of accountability in respect to those to those holders, those office holders?
Yes, there are.
Is there a distinction between IFMIS and imprest?
Yes, there is.
Just in brief summary, so that we, to the best of your understanding.
The interest is those prepayments and advances.
Yes.
IFMIS, it's actually a generated document from the IFMIS, which indicates the payments that have been made.
Indicates a payment that has been made.
Yes.
Okay. There was reference to payments that were made during the tenure of Governor Kiraitu, Honorable Kiraitu Murungi.
Yes.
Can you confirm, if it's true or not, that those payments were made actually on the same date? Is that something you're able to confirm?
Yes, I can confirm.
Is that the position?
It is the position.
So that the fact that a payment is made on a single day doesn't mean that that becomes an impeachable offense.
Yeah, and actually, they indicated the reasons why these payments are made on a single day is because at times the county can take 2 months or so, 3 months before the funds are released to the county. During this period, officers are sent to places. During this period, activities are going on. The county is still running. But on the basis that when these funds land to the county the account, then those people who have incurred expenses, they are going to claim those expenses, and the expenses might be paid in a day, even 5 of them, when the money is available.
So that is not irregular?
Yes, it is very regular.
Okay, we will. There was an issue I wanted to clarify about the court order. I saw the stay order, what you meant, what you understood by the stay order and what it meant.
Yes, what I meant is that after these particular officers were given letters, were sent on compulsory leave, the court order froze that letter, those letters sending them on compulsory leave, meaning that they are entitled to their benefits and salaries as a consequence of that court order.
Okay. We can then answer the last question, which was very difficult, with its simple answer. Mr. Mudomi asked you about a worksheet, and he put you to task whether it was a photocopy or not. Do you remember that question?
Yes, I remember.
Okay. Was that document the original?
It was not the original.
So it must have been a copy.
It must have been a copy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, honorable senators, we will have 10 minutes for questions and clarifications, starting with Senator Mutinda.